All right, what's going on, everybody? So I got a product in the mail today, product that I've been excited about because I've kind of been following them for a little while now, and just got it today, and I was so impressed by the quality of the product, and the. All right, what's going on? Let me mute that real quick. And the details and just kind of everything overall about it, that it inspired me to do a video to talk about the power of building an actual business and brand beyond just the marketing, right? And so I think we all get so stuck in the nuances of paid traffic and Facebook ads, and that's really what I talk a lot about. And what ends up happening is we end up neglecting a lot of what it takes to genuinely build a brand and company. And so what I started kind of looking at and doing a lot of research on is like, well, what do the companies and brands that are truly like killing it? I'm talking 8 and 9 figure companies going public, because that's what we need to look at. I think we get so focused on the little details of like, ooh, this person's did $1 million a month on their drop shipping store, and this person got a 2 Comical award, or things like that. And those are all exciting, and those are great goals to have. But at the same time, like, Purple Mattress going public, they don't care about a 2 Comical award or doing $1 million a month, or like they're building a massive multinational brand and company. Dollar Shave Club doesn't give a crap about that. What's up, Jose? They don't care about those things, right? They don't care about the little pat on the backs and attaboys and ooh, you get to show off in the Facebook group in front of a few thousand people, and that makes you feel really good about yourself. And that is a tempting thing. Like a lot of people, and me included, that it's alluring when you're getting started, and you want to do that because you want recognition that what you're doing is good and you're successful at what you do. But I think what I started realizing is that there's like 2 paths you can take, right? So you can be a big deal in a small bubble, right? So you can kind of be the dominant player in the Shopify world, where you're going to build, dropship e-commerce store or print on demand store, and you're going to be, a big affiliate marketer or whatever it might be. And you can become a heavy hitter in a relatively small group of people. When I say relative, I'm talking compared to the masses of, the US population, the 7.8 billion people in the world, right? Or you can keep your head down and you can build a business and a brand that can grow beyond that sphere. And actually there's a tangible value there, where that business is gonna be around a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. And it's interesting because we don't see that as much anymore. I feel like when you look back at, and I'm just sharing this into our group, so bear with me real quick. And I changed the resolution of my camera, so it looks really crappy right now, so I apologize for that. Maybe I'll turn my camera off and turn it back on so I can get the higher resolution. But it really doesn't matter what I look like. I don't really care. I just share this. But basically, I was like thinking about, like my dad, for example. My dad, he took a company my grandpa had just kind of started, and he grew it from a tiny little shack of an office on the back of a car dealership to the largest privately owned commercial real estate company in the world over a 20-year period. NAI Global is the name of the company that we sold. And we had, 5,000 brokers working for us in 55 countries and around the world. And I think about like what he did and him, my grandfather, and like they didn't care about awards or recognition, and they didn't care about like, bragging on Facebook or Instagram or showing off stats or screenshots. Like they cared about legacy. They cared about building a company that the brand meant something, that when you say NAI Global now to anybody that works in the real estate industry, for the most part, they know that name. It has a legacy, right? Like they built something that you can go around the world to commercial real estate brokers in China or Australia or Brazil or anywhere, and they know the NAI name. And that is something that like I think a lot of us have we've looked past, and we're looking for the instant gratification of like, you're killing it. Congrats, man. You just did $1 million this month, or you just, got a 5x ROAS, like you're the best. And we've sacrificed long-term gains for short-term recognition. And it's unfortunate because there's a lot of really talented people who are so caught up in that they probably could be doing a lot more good and having a bigger impact and even making more money in the long run if they focused on doing things the right way, building brand, building, a great customer experience and a customer journey instead of that additional dollar they can make on the front end by taking shortcuts. Right. So I think there's a lot of shortcuts being taken, and this is actually really bothering me. So let me just give me 1 second. I'm going to turn my camera off, turn it back on, turning cam off and on 1 second. So just bear with me real quick. It's probably not gonna make a difference. That's knowing my luck. It's not gonna make a difference, but it's bothering me over here on the screen. So let me change it real quick. All right. Okay, we're back. And again, probably didn't make any difference to you guys, but it made a difference on my end. So basically what we're talking about here is, I've been, and this is something, Jeremy and I talked about for quite some time, is not wanting us to get pigeonholed as the Facebook guys, right? And look, it looks even worse now. I give up. It's freaking Facebook. It's you gotta love it, right? I went from a 480p to 720, and it somehow looks way worse right now. But whatever, we're gonna neglect that and we're gonna keep chugging through it as I turn some things off on here. So, you get so focused on like, how can I improve my Facebook ad ROAS, and how can I get my CPA down 5%, and all these little things that in the grand scheme don't mean shit. And I hate to say that, but in the grand scheme of things, it just doesn't have an impact, a tangible impact over the long run of building a company. And what we realize is, like, when you build genuine relationships with people, when you give and you go above and beyond to provide the best experience possible, it has a massive dividend that it pays off over the lifetime of that relationship. We still have people, like last night, we closed, on Facebook Messenger at 11 p.m., I closed probably $10,000 in business with 2 Facebook messages, because people reach out to me and said, "Hey, I've been following you for a long time. I love your courses and all the value you've given. Do you do a VIP day, or do you do a one-on-one full day session?" I said, "Yeah, sure. It's $10,000 and done. Money's on the issue. I want to get signed up." So they're, again, thinking big picture. It has massive financial payoffs, obviously, but it's also about doing the right thing. And, I was at a mastermind, at Nate Lynn's mastermind in Puerto Rico 2 Mondays ago, and I was speaking, and some guy got in the hot seat, and he's a black hat marketer. And I just lost another guy. I feel bad about it because I didn't restrain myself like I have in the past. I've been to plenty of masterminds where I've spoken in front of lots of black hat marketers. But for some reason, the way the guy was talking, what he was saying, I just snapped. And it's like, you're selling crap, right? Your entire business is based on scamming people, right? In my opinion, almost everybody, and you can, if you're in this space and you want to try to prove me wrong and show me your stuff, I'm more than happy to be proven wrong. But I would say most people in the Nutra, supplement, the trial space, any of those spaces, for the most part, are borderline scam artists. Like, it's borderline illegal what they're doing. Like, if your business is made or broken by, keeping out the per month on the upsell, so people, buy it thinking they're buying it one time to get subscribed. Like, if that's how you make your business work, you're not building a business, right? Like, that's not something you can scale or sell, right? That's, at some point, it's going to fail. It's basically like a Ponzi scheme. I'm not saying that's a Ponzi scheme, but it's like, Ponzi schemes are, going into starting a Ponzi scheme, that at some point this will break. At some point, maybe 1 month from now, maybe 10 years from now, I will get arrested and it'll all fall apart and I'll be at zero. But you just got to be greedy enough that I'm willing to take that risk to make a lot of money in the short term, and have the ego to do it. So there's so many marketers out there right now that are chasing that dollar, and they're sacrificing ethics and morals to do it. They're sacrificing quality and brand to do it. And that is unfortunate because, again, you might make a little more money today, but in the long run, you are going to make a lot less money than if you did it the right way. And you might be asking, well, Max, like what inspired you to go on this rant right now? And it's been building. But what really inspired me is I got a product that I've ordered and I've wanted to try for quite some time. And it came in the mail today. And I was so impressed by it that I wanted to share a video. So let me first, before I show you the product, I'll show you the website. So you can just see the difference between what most people are doing and what real like people that care about building a brand are doing. So this is a company called Not Pot. They sell CBD gummies. Okay. Just look at this store, right? I've seen a lot of CBD sites. I've seen a lot of hemp oil sites. I've seen a lot of stores in this space, and almost all of them look like a template Shopify store, which is a bunch of products on there. There's no brand, there's no identity, there's no messaging, there's no unique angles. It's just brand X, and here's my products, buy it. Here's some fake inventory counters, here's some fake timers. Who, if they came to this website, would be impressed? Like if you were shopping and you were shopping for CBD gummies, for example, and you landed on this website, you would buy. Like, it is almost impossible to land on this website and to not have a positive reaction, to say, wow. Because that's what I said. And I still say it when I look at this website. And again, I have no affiliation with these people. I don't even know who owns it. I'm just a huge fan of everything they're doing. And they're doing it the right way, at least from what I can see from the outside. I'd love to get to know the people who run it, just to get to know them, maybe interview them. But this is a experience. Every little detail of this store is carefully crafted and designed to build a narrative, to build relationships, to overcome objections, to do all the things that real marketers and businesses should be doing, right? Every little detail on here, from the Not Pot angle with the pot brownies, to the humor they use, not your college roommate's edibles, all the animations they have. Like, who thinks this is impressive? Just let me know if you're seeing this right now and you land on this website and you were in the market for CBD gummies. Who wouldn't buy this? Like, let me know if you land on this, that you're impressed by it, and that you think this is like where websites and stores should be versus what we're seeing right now in the most Shopify stores. So like these little things, like just say no to, and again, it's a play on, the Nancy Reagan drug on war on drugs. Just say no. So just say no to stress and anxiety, pain, bad vibes, big pharma, animal-derived ingredients, artificial sweeteners. They had a little fake news thing, like so many little details in here that are subtle, but they are impactful, right? And they resonate with people. Little testimonials, verified customers, join our mission, customer experience, even their email marketing, right? A lot of people want you to sign up for the email list, and it's boring, right? It's like sign up to get a discount and weekly updates, right? It's boring as shit. Nobody wants to sign up for that. Look at this, not spam, right? So it ties into the brand, Not Pot, not spam. It's funny, it's clever, it's different. They're not promising me anything. They're not giving me a discount. They're just saying not spam. You can make it a choice to sign up for the email list if you want to. Now we go to the product page, shop CBD gummies. And so here's the product page. Again, beautiful product page. You know what you don't see on this page? You don't see a fake counter. You don't see a timer. You don't see anything on this page that is factually inaccurate or lying, right? They don't need to do that. That's what's amazing. People forget, like, you don't need to use fake timers and scarcity to sell people. And if you do, there's a bigger problem with your brand and product, right? If the only way you can get somebody to buy your product is by lying to them about the fact that it's going to be sold out tomorrow, or that there's only one more in stock when you're doing dropshipping and print on demand, you have a much bigger problem, right? Or if your only way to sell something is to discount it, another big problem, right? So here, no discounting, No counters, no timers, no nothing. It's just beautiful product imagery, 143 5-star reviews, details on the product, little fun and humor. It equals the chillest, cleanest CBD polar bear gummies on the block. You can easily select 1, 2, or 3. But even the little, look at this, little details. Most people have a drop-down quantity selector. They had their little icon here. That little detail is impressive to me. One-time purchase or subscribe and save. But they make it very clear. Hey, subscribe and save. You're going to be charged monthly. You get 10% discount. No lying here. No tricking you. They have their mission down here. That a portion of the profits is used to pay bail for one person in need every month, which is a really cool mission they have. Little details. It's USA hemp, vegan, science-backed, full spectrum, no high, not pot. And then even the product page. It's not a basic product page with just an image. A lot of product pages on Shopify, just one image, text, and a buy now button. And then it stops. Recommended products. No, give people details of the product. Tell them why they should buy it, why they should get excited about it. Continue to build a brand. Look up here. Has a sticky add to cart button. So even as I'm scrolling, I can still come up here and buy and choose. Why is their hemp different? What's the difference between CBD and THC? So there's educational components to it. FAQ. All the reviews. Reviews are fan mail. You decide. So even the way they talk about reviews is different. These are all verified buyers. And then they have their UGC. Okay. So it's an impressive store, right? Now, that's one part of it, right? You need to have a really great store and experience. You need to have a great shopping experience, but it doesn't just stop there, right? It continues with the actual product. Like you do all this work to get somebody to buy your product, right? You spend a lot of money to get them to buy it. So many businesses and marketers totally skimp when it comes to delivering the product. When I say skimp, I mean they just send a shitty little bag with the product in it, right? There's no branding, there's no marketing, there's no wow. And they get the product and it's not impressive, right? Or the product quality sucks and they're not going to buy again. That model of business will no longer work this year, right? Facebook's cracking down on it. Facebook now is following up with customers. They're asking about their experience of the product. Did it match that it was advertised? What was the shipping time? All of those things Facebook is getting from your customers and they're scoring your account. And if you drop below a certain score, you get penalized. And if you drop further, you get basically blacklisted and you're no longer allowed to advertise. So the experience is more important than ever for direct response advertising. So again, not assuming from the outside, right? This is just a regular white plastic bag. But inside, this is what I got. So remind you, I only spent $39. So $39.99. That's all I spent. I didn't buy like a luxury edition or some premium edition. I just spent $40 for a 30 count gummies of not pot. So I open this up. Look at this. I got this incredible bag. This is like a really, really high quality bag. It's hard for you to tell. You can't feel it, but it's got a golden zipper. So a really nice metal zipper. It's got a nice little branded tag on it. It's got their branding on it, their color scheme, not pot. So it's, we're talking about notpot.com is the name of the website. And again, like I said before, I have no affiliation with them. I'm just a fan and customer, new fan basically. So this is what I opened, right? Now think about that. Like think about you order a product, think about the experience, the emotions that come from somebody opening a package and getting something like this. I haven't even gotten the product yet. I haven't even opened it, but just the packaging itself is super impressive. So who here would be impressed? Like if you ordered a product and you got this in the mail, like a really cool packaging, you'd be impressed, right? You want to talk about it. You want to share about it, right? And that's important, right? I'm now a word of mouth ambassador of theirs, right? Not every customer is going to have an audience. Not every customer is going to be able to go live and share it with hundreds or thousands of people. But every now and then, you're going to have a customer that does have influence. And if you wow them and you're wowing all your customers, you have a pretty good shot that you're going to get one or two of those, that one of those customers that has influence, has a big audience, has a group, has a following, that's going to talk about it. And you're going to get free marketing to hundreds or thousands or tens of thousands of people. all because you spent an extra dollar or two to have a nice bag or a nice experience when somebody opened your package, right? So that's the bag. I'm going to open that in just a second. This is why also I love ordering products from really great like stores and brands that I'm really impressed by. I want to see what they're doing, right? So funnel hacking is one thing where you hack the funnel, but that's just part of it. I want to get the package. I want to get the product, the experience, the post-purchase experience. That's way more important to me. Because that's where the money's made, in my opinion. So got this. Let me just open it. Again, really nice zipper. And mind you, again, this is not a, for anybody just like watching, I didn't buy some special edition, not pot, right? I just bought the regular. This is, if you buy it right now, this is exactly what you'll get too. So every customer gets this nice bag. And then inside, it has the, and even in the inside, it's like a nice color. It's a nice blue inside, matches the outside. Really nice, really impressive. And then you get the bottle. And the bottle has like really great packaging. It's got consistent branding on it. So just a really, really great packaging, really great labeling. For the suggested use on the back, again, they have their sense of humor. It says, you know, take one gummy per day and give yourself a hug. So again, they're having fun with the branding. And then inside, let's see. You know, the actual gummies do look like bears, not just like a marketing thing. So they have like little tiny white bears that are their gummies, strawberry flavored CBD gummies. So yeah, so that's what I got today. And it just inspired me and impressed me enough that I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to share that with you guys. You don't have to go out and buy it, right? I'm not saying go buy their product. I have no affiliation with them. There's no link. There's no affiliate link or anything. But what I would say is that if you are in the CBD space, right? Because we actually are in the CBD space. We're coming out with some brands. And so we take this very seriously. A company like this, that sets the bar, right? We now want to we want to at least be at that level or exceed it. Because if you're down here and more companies come out like Not Pot, there's no way you can compete, right? There's no way. You might be able to get the bottom of the barrel, right? By using fake counters and timers and scarcity and all the gimmicks and tricks. You could probably make, you know, maybe a few $100,000, a few $1 million, but you're not going to build a brand that you could sell one day, or that's going to have customers that are going to come back time and time again and tell their friends about it, right? And that's what my like, even my buddy Josh at Snow Teeth Whitening, he gets it as well. Those are the brands that are understanding it. They're investing heavily in the experience, in the brand, and that has helped them grow incredibly fast because they're investing in the experience, in the packaging, in the product quality, in the ambassadors, the influencers they have on board, and they're not just pumping all their money into Facebook and Instagram ads and trying to make as much money as possible. I truly believe that the days of being able to do that, of just being able to dump, you know, a few $100,000 to a few $1 million into any old product and, you know, just no brand, no great, you know, experience, not great packaging, and make a lot of money is over. Facebook is penalizing it too heavily. They're looking at post-purchase experiences too deeply, that it just isn't a scalable business model. Unless you want to constantly be making new business managers, constantly launching new ad accounts, constantly be cloaking your domain. And that's not like, I don't know about you guys. I couldn't sleep at night. What's up, Michael? How's it going? You know, I couldn't sleep at night knowing that like somewhere in the world, there are people that are getting charged on their credit card without wanting it because I, you know, forced them into continuity. Or there's somebody who's, you know, expected their product in 1 week and it's 7 weeks out because it's AliExpress. Like, I just personally, you know, I can't do that. I don't feel good about that. And I've never done it before. Because I didn't start out as an affiliate marketer or anything. So I have a different perspective than most people in our industry. But yeah, so just like to recap, I think if you're looking at like, what is the big trend in 2019, 2020 for marketing and e-com, It is 110% brand. It is building your own assets and investing heavily into the experience, the shopping experience, the delivery experience, the post-purchase experience, and everything in between that. It's not just about the front end marketing anymore. And so more and more I'll be talking about in the coming weeks and months, especially at events that I speak at, is how we're navigating that transition, how we're focusing on building true brands and not working with companies that don't kind of follow and align with that mission. It's the same thing with the Harmon Brother guys, right? That's how they built their entire company, is they only work with companies that have true brands that they're investing in, that have incredible products, incredible customer experience, incredible marketing and messaging. Anybody doesn't meet that bar, they don't even talk to. So that's what I have for everybody today. And again, not Pot's not the only example, right? There are lots of companies out there, Purple and Casper and Squatty Potty, Dollar Shave Club, and all of those, those players that we all know. I just wanted to share like a younger company that I don't think anybody's really talking about that really did impress me at the same level as a Purple did, or Squatty Potty, or those entities did. Jose said, how would this work for people who have little to no money to hold inventory? So here's, again, this goes back to my dad, my grandfather, when our parents and grandparents started businesses, right? Let's say they had an idea for a business. They want to sell, I want to sell Deadpool stuffed animals and little stuffed animals and unicorns, right? That's what I want to sell, right? What would they have to do? Well, first, they would have to, really put together a really good business plan. They would have to map out every detail of their business, what products they're going to sell, their pricing strategy, their go-to-market strategy. They'd have to look for real estate. They'd have to find the right location and the right real estate and work out a deal. They'd have to get a piece of real estate. They'd have to, design the store. They'd have to make the layout great. They'd have to invest in inventory. They'd have to hire great people to work the store, to work with customers. Like, they would have to do all of that before they ever even contemplated opening the door and letting people come in. Now, what I'm not recommending is that we go backwards, right? I think technology is a great thing. Lowering the barriers to entry is a great thing. I think it spurs innovation and entrepreneurship, which is incredible. And it gives access to entrepreneurship to people that don't have the means usually to have done that, which I think is incredible as well. However, the ease of it has also caused people to take shortcuts and to make decisions that they wouldn't have made if it was in a traditional business environment, right? So just because it's easier and less expensive to start a Shopify business doesn't mean you shouldn't put the same attention to detail in it as our parents, grandparents, great-grandparents did when they opened a business. So I guess back to your question about, hey, if I can hold inventory, I think it's fine to start in drop shipping. I'm not saying to go right to private label and holding inventory. I think testing an idea is great. I think validating a concept is great, and doing it in a cost-effective way is important. However, where most mistakes are made is that people never transition, meaning they start with drop shipping and they find things that work and they have the resources to hold inventory and to do it the right way, but they choose not to because it's a little more profitable to not do that. And it's a little less of a headache. So they're open to like, not, I don't want to have, inventory, and I don't want to deal with this. So I'm going to keep drop shipping and keep, using crappy packaging and having long ship times because I just don't want to, make that investment. So I think as long as you have a plan to, hey, once we hit X metric, once we've sold X number of units, then we're going to, we have enough data on daily sales and trends. We're going to now hold inventory. We'll make a small buy, get some packaging, and do it that way. I think what you could also do is most drop shippers, most fulfillment centers will do custom packaging for you. So if you know, some of them market it and advertise it like outright. Others you might have to reach out to and say, hey, I would love to do custom inserts, or I'd love to do a custom liner, custom bag, custom sleeve. And most have that opportunity. You can do that. It's going to maybe add a few bucks per order, but I still think it's the right way to do it. Because again, you can either save like $2 to $3 per order and just send them a boring little white, bag with a shirt in it or a product in it, or you can spend the extra $2 to $3, have a great package inside with a nice custom insert, a thank you message, here's how we want you to take a photo with our product, and that's going to pay off in spades. Because you're going to get more UGC, more reviews, you're going to get more word of mouth. You're going to get people that are genuinely happy and excited about getting their package, and they're more likely to buy again because now they're associating that positive emotion, positive reaction with your product, right? And so that's why like companies like Disney, that's why they if you work at Disney and you're caught not smiling, they'll fire you enough times because they care so deeply about the experience. They know that every interaction that a person has at Disney is critical. So if you go to the park and everywhere you go, everyone's in character and smiling, it's a happy experience. And that you associate the feeling of being happy and joyous with being at Disney. And the two become synonymous, they become interchangeable. And that's what big brands want. They want you to feel something when you think about their business. So again, I just think it's the right way to do it. Hey, start drop shipping, but get some custom liners, custom inserts, and then work your way to holding inventory and having your own packaging and boxes and stuff. It's really not this is obviously a little more expensive because this is an actual bag, but you don't have to have a nice zipper bag and stuff. This is kind of on the higher end. Something as simple as just having a custom box, right? With your color, your color and logo on it. I wish I saved it. I threw it out, but Casetify makes really cool phone cases. Their packaging was great. It came in this beautiful red, almost like a Louis Vuitton box with a gold strap around it. It felt really luxury. And you opened it, it had the beautiful case in it with a nice little insert in it, and it was a great experience. And I'm sure that box did not cost them more than $1. If that, depending on the volume they're buying it in. But so just having a custom box or a custom insert or even a custom sleeve, the plastic sleeve, that makes a big difference in that person's experience when they get your product. So yeah, that's really in my opinion, the future for 2019, 2020 for our space. I think is the people that build the brand, focus on the experience, the packaging, the site, the design, the aesthetic are going to see massive gains. And there's going to be a divergence between those players and the people who keep doing things the way they used to do it because it used to work and it no longer works anymore. I really do believe that that's what we're going to see this year. And it's going to hit people really hard because people that have been making tons of money doing it the unethical and the wrong way because it's made them money are going to start losing money. They're going to start not making big money anymore. They're going to be struggling to figure out, what am I doing wrong? And it's, well, you've always been doing something wrong. Now you're just not making money doing it wrong anymore. And you're going to have to figure out how to do it right. And this is the way to do it right. So yeah, that's all I have for today. Again, the website that I referenced today is called notpot.com. If you want to check it out, look at their store. It's a beautiful store. It's well designed. And like I said, you don't have to buy their product, but I would find similar stores, Purple, Dollar Shave, those experiences, buy their product. Just see what the process is like once you become a customer. That is so important to learn how the big brands that are crushing it communicate with customers. What does that post-purchase interaction look like? What do the emails look like? What does the delivery look like? What does the insert in the packaging look like? My friends at Wanderer Bracelets, they do a great job with it too. So Wanderer Bracelets, another one to check out. They have incredible packaging. The whole experience is incredible once you buy a product from them. And so buy those products, right? And learn from them and implement things that you think fit into your business, invest in the brand, invest in your store. It's worth spending a few grand, $5-10 to have a custom built Shopify store that just looks beautiful. It will 100% be a positive ROI. Awesome. Well, hope everybody has a great day. If you're watching the replay and you have any questions, just tag me in the comments, let me know, and I'll get back to you. Thanks, everybody.